and so cathartic to see thousands of people over the past few months marching and protesting and being loud and not being silent. And as we've seen tonight, rain or shine.
Today I have a very special guest, Matt Palazzolo.
Creator, writer, and one of the stars of the web series Bloomers, Matt Palazzolo.
I feel really grateful to be surrounded by such a big and talented, wonderful group of people.
Something filled up my heart with nothing.
Mommy. You should go make us drinks.
Ready for my date. No.
Unicorns have entered the zeitgeist of 20-something straight men. Unicorn is the new ironic skull. Zombie unicorns, robot unicorns, unicorns. Oh, just stop!
My heart's colder, and I can't see that it's a lie.
I gotta go figure out who I'm supposed to be.
That's what you call family, Mike? Nobody was home, Tony. Nobody was home. I'm sorry.
Children, wake up, hold your mistake up before they turn the summer into dust. If the children don't grow up, our bodies get bigger.
A bro code is supposed to be about being a good man. About having fun, about taking care of the people who you love, not about being a douchebag. Your bro code is awful, Ken. Your bro code sucks. It sucks, a big fucking bag of dicks. There, I said something, okay?
For all of you that know Matt, I think you can agree that there's not a soul out there that he didn't touch. It was an honor to serve on the board with him, and he's greatly missed. To speak more about that, please welcome Mayor John Duran with LGAB members Robert Gamboa and Duke Mason.
I'm sorry, that was a little tough to get through. Matt's dad and brother are here tonight to accept the award, excuse me, for Matt. Matthew Benjamin Palazzolo was born in December 1984. As a young man, he became active in politics and public service. He was in the No on Prop 8 movement in 2008. He co-founded the Equal Roots Coalition, an LGBTQ rights organization. He notably organized a rally drawing more than 12,000 people to protest the ban on same-sex marriage. Matt was a longtime member of the Lesbian and Gay Advisory Board. He was my appointee, and he served as chair. He was a longtime board member of Christopher Street West, LA Pride, which we'll be celebrating this weekend. He was an accomplished filmmaker and actor with roles in Bloomers, Stone Fruit, Switched at Birth. He directed music videos. He developed ad series, including an LGBT campaign for AT&T. In the City Council action awarding the rainbow, sorry you guys. In the City Council action awarding the rainbow key to Matt, it says, he was a friend, a creator, a problem solver, righter of wrongs, a peacemaker, an actor, a celebrator, a true listener, an inspiring speaker. He was serious, he was compassionate, he was gentle, he was funny and wise. He was a selfless giver of love and understanding.
Matt loved Coachella, Burning Man, cruises, and outdoor trips. Matt hiked Texas's Big Bend National Park and the Lava Beds National Monument in Northern California. In January this year, Matt passed away of heat stroke while hiking in the Australian outback. He was on a climb of Mount Sonder, a 4,265-foot mountain near Alice Springs in Central Australia.
The loss of Matt was unexpected. Matt was loved by so many people, and the whole community was caught short. And seeing this video really kind of rocked me. When I first joined the Lesbian and Gay Advisory Board in 2012, Matt was the first person to reach out and welcome me in. In fact, he gave me a great big hug. He was famous for those great big hugs. I was nervous, and he had those big soft eyes that let me know that I was going to be okay, that we were all going to be okay. He was safety in this crazy world. I watched him as he helped lead our board, generating grand ideas, keeping us in line when things got heated, and bring us back to purpose when we veered off track. He had an elegant way of bringing us back to peace and purpose. And if things were still tense afterwards, there was nothing one of his great big hugs couldn't fix. We prospered as a board and as a city with Matt's participation. We tried new things and supported new causes. Matt brought his fiery spirit from his activist and artistic worlds into the realm of city government and helped bring life to new schools of thought. He was an artist and used his creative talents to influence minds and activate the hearts of people. For artists truly are gifted as our messengers of change, of hope, and of love. For 8 long years, Matt served the city of West Hollywood proudly. On top of all the other amazing work he did in the community, he was always here doing what was right and doing what was needed. There were times he would confide struggles in me, and there were times he would share his triumphs with me. No matter what the situation was going on in his life, that smile of hope never left his lips. He was, and always will be, that beacon of hope for artists, for activists, for the LGBT community, and for all of humanity. I find it appropriate that the Lesbian and Gay Advisory Board is pushing for an art scholarship in his name to serve many artists to come. I find it fitting also that we will posthumously award him with one of the city's highest honors in the Rainbow Key Awards. But I find it most fitting that we all got to have known Matthew and could call him our friend, to tell him we loved him and to know that he loved us. And his legacy will live on forever in our hearts and the city of West Hollywood. Thank you, Matthew, for being our light. We will always love you, and we will always miss you. I'm going to leave you with a quick short poem before inviting Matthew's father and brother up here to say a few words. I know for certain that we never lose the people we love, even to death. They continue to participate in every act, thought, and decision we make. Their love leaves an indelible imprint in our memories. We find comfort in knowing that our lives have been enriched by having shared in their love. It is my great honor and privilege.
Wait, before you do that. One last thing before you do that. I'm sorry, Robert. You're going to bring him up in a second. Matt's dad spoke at Matt's memorial and told us all that in Matt's backpack, sunburn, lotion, things for the trip, but there was one thing in his backpack that he carried with him, and that was a rainbow flag. And his dad asked at the memorial, why would Matt need a rainbow flag in his backpack? I know why, and you know why. There's a scene in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, in the outback of Australia, where the Guy Pearce character is on a bus with beautiful silver lame flowing behind him as there's an operatic song playing, right? You know that scene. And you know, and I know, Matt was taking that flag to the top of the highest peak to fly it to no one in particular, to just fly it, because that's who Matt Palazzolo was.
On behalf of the Lesbian and Gay Advisory Board in the City of West Hollywood, I'd like to invite Matt's father and brother to come up here and receive a Rainbow Key Award on behalf of the city.
Thank you all for honoring Matt with this award, but also with your presence here today. I'm especially grateful that this is happening on an election day, because as many of you know, his activism was sparked on a less fortunate election day 10 years ago. So it is somewhat poetic that his time serving this community is bookended by 2 elections. My dad likes to say that when he has a difficult decision to make, he thinks to himself, what would Hilda do? That's our mom. She passed away about 5 years ago. And in that way, she's not really gone. Matt was an example of how to be a better person and how to make sure we don't take things for granted. And to make sure our voices are heard. So on election days or any other day, as long as we keep him in here and up here, he'll never really be gone. Thank you.
Matt's late mom, Hilda, and I are so proud that Matt grew up to have the ability and the courage to speak for so many people who couldn't speak for themselves. And some of you know this, but some of you don't, but about a month ago, some of us went to the summit of Mount Sonder, and we unfurled that flag for everyone in particular. Thank you.
We have one more video to show of this event at Mount Sounder. While he may not be there physically, I think you can tell that he's very much there in spirit.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful in the skies are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?" They're really saying, I love you. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, and the bright, blessed days, and dark, sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. So I think to myself, it's a wonderful world.
Thank you for sharing that with us. It's beautiful.